The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the porch of Whispering Pines, a cozy little ranch house nestled just outside of Harmony Creek, Montana. Eleanor Ellie Mae Johnson, a spry 78 years young with a twinkle in her sapphire eyes and a stubborn streak wider than the big sky, sat rocking gently in her favorite wicker chair. A steaming mug of Earl Grey, brewed just the way she liked it, strong enough to kick a mule, rested on the small table beside her. Ellie had always been fiercely independent. Raised on a working cattle ranch, she could ride a horse, mend a fence, and fix a leaky faucet before most folks had their morning coffee. Losing her beloved husband, Frank, 5 years prior had been a gut punch, a void that echoed in the quiet corners of Whispering Pines. But Ellie was a survivor. She'd faced down blizzards and broken bones, and she wasn't about to let a little solitude get the better of her. Yet, lately, a subtle unease had begun to creep into her days. The silence, once a comforting backdrop to her thoughts, sometimes felt heavy, like a thick Montana fog that wouldn't lift. Her weekly bridge game with the ladies at the Harmony Creek Community Center had become her only real social outing. Her son, Tom, a software engineer living 1,000 miles away in Silicon Valley, called every Sunday, bless his heart. But their conversations, though filled with love, often felt rushed, punctuated by the demands of his busy life. One crisp autumn morning, while reaching for a can of peaches on the top shelf of her pantry, a shelf she really should have asked Tom to lower during his last visit, Ellie felt a sharp twinge in her shoulder. Nothing serious, just a reminder that her body wasn't quite the reliable workhorse it used to be. Later that week, she missed her annual checkup with Dr. Miller. Just didn't feel like driving all the way into town, she'd mumbled to herself. The truth being, she'd simply forgotten. Days bled into weeks. Ellie found herself watching more television, often skipping meals because, well, cooking for one just didn't seem worth the effort. Her once meticulously kept garden, a riot of colorful zinnias and plump tomatoes, began to look a little neglected. The cheerful yellow paint on the porch swing started to peel, a small imperfection that Ellie, in her younger days, would have fixed immediately. Now, it just seemed like another thing on a growing list of things she'd get to later. One evening, a fierce thunderstorm rolled through Harmony Creek, knocking out the power. Ellie fumbled for her flashlight. The batteries, of course, dead as a doornail. A wave of panic washed over her. Alone in the dark, the wind howling like a banshee, she felt a vulnerability she hadn't experienced since she was a little girl lost in the woods behind the ranch. Thankfully, the power returned after a few hours, but the fear lingered. It was a close call, a stark reminder of her isolation and the potential dangers of living completely on her own without a safety net. The next morning, Ellie sat on her porch, the morning sun painting the Montana landscape in hues of gold and crimson. She took a long sip of her coffee, a newfound resolve hardening her gaze. Enough was enough. She wasn't going to let herself fade into the background. She was Ellie Mae Johnson, damn it, and she still had a whole lot of living to do. She picked up the phone and dialed Tom's number. This time, her voice was different, stronger. "Tom, honey," she said, "I need to talk to you about a few things." Over the next few weeks, Ellie started making changes. She called Martha, her best friend from the bridge club, and they began having weekly lunch dates at the local diner. She even joined a gentle yoga class at the community center, much to her own surprise. Her shoulder felt better, and she even made a new friend, a sweet woman named Betty who shared her love for hummingbirds. Tom, bless his heart, flew out for a long weekend. Together, they tackled the pantry shelves, installed grab bars in the bathroom, a sturdy one next to the toilet and another inside the shower, and put in brighter LED light bulbs throughout the house. They even set up a simple security system with a couple of motion sensor lights outside. Ellie also started a new routine. Every morning, she'd take a walk around her property, breathing in the fresh Montana air. She started planning her meals again, even trying out some new recipes she found in her old Betty Crocker cookbook. And she made a point of calling Tom every Wednesday, just to chat, no pressure, no rush. One sunny afternoon, while tending to her revitalized garden, Ellie smiled. The zinnias were blooming in vibrant colors. The tomatoes were plump and red. And the porch swing, freshly painted a cheerful yellow by Tom, swayed gently in the breeze. Whispering Pines didn't feel so quiet anymore. It felt like home, a safe and nurturing space where she could continue to thrive, not just survive. She'd learned that independence didn't mean doing everything alone. It meant having the strength and wisdom to ask for help when you needed it, and the courage to actively shape your life, no matter your age. Now, let's distill those experiences into some actionable advice, framed with that same practical, no-nonsense spirit. Key recommendations for thriving while living independently in your golden years. Avoid complete isolation. Loneliness can sneak up on you like a coyote in the night. Actively fight it by joining social groups, even virtual ones, volunteering, or simply scheduling regular calls with loved ones. Even small moments of connection can reignite your spark. Avoid neglecting your health. You're your own best advocate now. Set reminders for doctor's appointments, take your medications religiously, and make time for physical activity, even if it's just a daily walk. Don't forget your mental health. Talk to friends, family, or a therapist if you're feeling anxious or down. Avoid ignoring safety concerns. Don't brush off those nagging thoughts about safety. Install good lighting. Consider a personal emergency response system, PEERS, and have a trusted neighbor check in on you. Proactive safety measures can prevent serious emergencies. Avoid developing unhealthy habits. Freedom can be a double-edged sword. Be mindful of your eating habits and make an effort to stay active. Set small, realistic goals for healthy living. Avoid letting your home become a burden. That big old house might hold memories, but if it's becoming too much to handle, consider downsizing or getting help with maintenance. Your home should be a sanctuary, not a source of stress. Avoid losing your sense of purpose. Retirement or loss can leave a void. Rediscover old hobbies, explore new passions, or volunteer in your community. Your life still has immense value, and there's always something meaningful to do. Avoid feeling like you have to do everything alone. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Reach out to family, friends, or professionals when you need assistance. There's strength in community. Avoid neglecting your home environment. Your surroundings impact your well-being. Take small steps to declutter and organize your space. A tidy home can lead to a clearer mind. Avoid losing track of time. Days can blur together, leading to a sense of drift. Create structure in your day with routines and schedules. Even small, predictable activities can provide a sense of purpose. Avoid holding on to things out of sentimentality. While cherished memories are important, too much clutter can weigh you down. Keep truly meaningful items, but don't be afraid to let go of the rest. Avoid skipping emergency preparedness. Have a plan for power outages, medical emergencies, and natural disasters. Keep emergency contacts and supplies readily accessible. Being prepared provides peace of mind. Avoid financial disorganization. Stay on top of your bills and bank accounts. Set up automatic payments and review your statements regularly. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you feel overwhelmed. Essential safety tips for aging in place. Conduct a home safety assessment. Walk through your home room by room and identify potential hazards like loose rugs and poor lighting. Regularly reassess your home as your needs change. Install grab bars and handrails, especially in the bathroom and on stairways. These simple additions can significantly reduce the risk of falls. Optimize the bathroom for safety. Use non-slip mats. Consider a shower chair and a raised toilet seat. A handheld shower head can also improve safety and accessibility. Simplify the kitchen. Keep frequently used items within easy reach. Use long-handled utensils and consider using a microwave more often. Have a fire extinguisher readily available. Utilize technology for safety. Consider a personal emergency response system, PERS, motion sensor lights, smart speakers for emergency calls, and medication management apps. Stay connected with family and friends. Regular communication provides emotional support and acts as a safety net. Establish routines for check-ins and utilize technology to bridge distances. Plan for emergencies. Create a comprehensive emergency plan with important contacts and accessible medical information. Keep emergency supplies in a designated place and practice your plan. The takeaway: living independently as you age is a journey that requires awareness, proactivity, and the understanding that self-reliance doesn't mean going it alone. By avoiding these common pitfalls and implementing these safety measures, you can cultivate a life filled with well-being, security, and joy in the comfort of your own home. Now, if you found these insights valuable and want to support our channel in bringing you more helpful content, please hit that like button and share this video with anyone who might benefit. And to help us gauge how we're doing, please leave a comment below and rate this video on a scale of 1 to 10. Your feedback means the world to us.